And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys, hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Guys, in today's video, as always, here to bring you up to date with all of the latest Rangers news from the last 24 hours. That includes the twist. Yes, we're going to be discussing that in detail a bit later on, but of course, it's been a day after our second pre-season game. Everybody in the Rangers fan base very much underwhelmed. Feel sorry for the people that did spend 60 quid to go and watch the spectacle. But yeah, I mean, still after that, having slept on it, I mean, I've seen bits and pieces, highlights and stuff like that emerge on social media, clips and stuff like that with regards to how poor we actually were. And my goodness me, it was a poor display from Rangers. But again, it's always, you got to always take pre-season with a pinch of salt. It is pre-season. It's a glorified, training session, if you like. So we're not going to look too much into it. However, one thing I was noticing quite a lot was we're not going to be doing anything this year with a striker that can't control a pass at 5 yards. I started seeing a clip of Cyril Dessers that did about 4 or 5 occasions where someone passed it into him, and I'll put the clip up and you can have a little look at it yourself. But doing these things with the ball and not being able to control a pass is something I see time and time again with Cyril Dessers, and we're going to win hee-haw, and we're going to score no goals if we don't have a striker who can control the ball like that. He needs to go. I've been saying for a long time, he needs to go. I'm not going to rant and rave about it, guys. We're moving on now. We're moving on to that next game on Wednesday against Birmingham. But still, as I keep on stating, guys, a lot of work needs to be done to this squad. And Chris Boyd seems to think so as well, as he's came out and revealed he has growing concerns that Philippe Clement could quit his post as Rangers manager. Yes, the former Rangers striker is fearful that the Belgian boss could easily walk away from the club after comments in recent weeks. Boyd, who is desperate to see Clement remain in the Ibrox dugout, worries recent revelations over transfer spending funds could leave the manager with only one option, and that's to quit. He said, "That's the reality," Clement says when asked if his transfer plans were dependent on the players leaving this summer. "That's the reality that the board told me a few months ago. I know this, the recruitment team know this also. This is the reality of the club. I had other expectations when I came in October, I have to say, but I know the reality now. I'm very motivated to build the club and help in that. I'm focusing not only on the short term, but also the long term." Now, in reports in his newspaper column, Boyd wrote, "Philippe Clement looks to be like a man on the brink, like someone who could easily walk away from Rangers anytime soon. I hate saying that, and I hope I'm wrong. Clement strikes me as a shrewd guy, certainly not someone who suffers fools gladly. With that in mind, I genuinely fear he's close to deciding that situation leaves with only one option, and that's to quit. Rangers fans won't enjoy hearing that, but also deep down they'll be fearing the same thing." I must say I am slightly, I think, to be fair, Clement will be paid handsomely. And yes, there could be growing pains, but then again, I think if he be successful at Rangers, if he inherits this shower of shit that he's inherited, and he's successful at this football club this season, you know what lies in wait. The last successful Rangers manager got a job at Aston Villa in the Premier League, and then the last successful Celtic manager got a job at Tottenham. So you do well at Celtic or Rangers, then there's a massive reward on the horizon in going to the Premier League. So that could also be a factor in him. But then again, if you stink the place out in the Scottish Premiership, you don't really end up to too many options as for jobs. Looking at our previous managers, Bill went to Sunderland, stunk the place out, got sacked, and Gio, to be fair, he got a decent job at Besiktas, and to be fair, Gio did a great job anyway. But yeah, there is growing concerns potentially that he could quit, but here's hoping the Rangers board do get the finger out pronto with regards to backing him. Now, talking about transfers, there's been a bit of a twist with regards to Mr. Sam Lammers. Now, most of the news that we've had with regards to Lammers this year is that it was kind of positive, that he looked like he was going to be going out to the door after a stellar second half of the campaign in Holland. However, things one led to another, and it turned out that he was on the King's ransom at Rangers, and that Dutch teams would only be able to pay him half of those wages. Yes, even teams like AZ Alkmaar, who probably are the same level as us in terms of quality, can only afford half of his wages, which shone a light on our wage structure, because it's absolutely honking some of the players that we've got on those wages at this moment in time. But either way, he came out, it seemed as though that he could have potentially went to Utrecht, then it was reports that he could have went to FC20, then reports that he could have went to AZ Alkmaar, but they've all fallen through due to him not being able to do that. Now, an interesting twist has emerged, as NEC Nijmegen manager has came out and said, "I would really like to have Sam, but I don't think he will come to NEC this summer. Basically, the reason is because we've spoken to him, but he has made a different choice. Now, this is a key word here. Is this a choice that he's going to be changing to a different club? Is there another team that could be in there for Mr. Lammers? Or is the different choice that he's going to sit on our B team bench for the rest of the time? He's got 3 years left on a healthy contract. I think he's on about £26,000 per week. And that could that be the different choice that he's making there? That he is deciding to stay in the Rangers B team. To be fair, what would I do at his age? I mean, if you can't even get half your wages, I mean, I'd like to say I'm a bit of a competitive soul, but my goodness me, taking a pay cut and going down to a lesser league, 3 years, decent wages, 26k or whatever he's on per week. I mean, would you sit on a Rangers bench for 3 years for £100 a month? I probably would. I probably would. Football's a short-lived career, and I probably would sticking around and play with the B team for £100 a month. I'm not going to lie. I probably would stick there and do that. So, an interesting situation. But yeah, NEC Nijmegen, basically manager came out that he wanted the player and would like to have him here. He's spoken to Mr. Lammers, but he said, he quotes, that he's made a different choice. Could that mean a different club are coming in for him? Or could that be that he's going to be willing to sit on the Rangers B team? And now look, if Mr. Lammers doesn't go, if Lammers stays, then look, the guy broke a record last year by playing as a centre forward for Utrecht. He's no use in the B team. If he's going to be playing, look, we played him out of position the last time around, and I don't think he's the answer. But if we're paying 26 grand a week for him, we can't get him out the door, then we might as well start trying to play him as a striker position and see if we can revive his career. That's probably our only option. There's no point sticking him in the B team. Yes, throughout the summer, to try and get him out the door as soon as possible. But my goodness me, if he's going to be staying around, he's not staying in the B team for 3 years. That is not going to be happening, and we might as well pay him up front. But as stated, a bit of a twist there as the NEC Nijmegen manager has came out and spoke about his situation. But Rangers fans, that's all I've got for you today. Stated a lot of doom and gloom in the Rangers fan base at this moment in time. A lot of fans not happy with regards to the performances so far in pre-season, and I don't look too much into that, but just the lack of activity surrounding the club in the transfer market. We all know far too well that we are miles away from being ready to go for the start of the season, with our first competitive game happening a week tomorrow. Yes, week and 2 days, a week and a half or whatever it is. But yeah, Rangers fans, that's all I've got for you guys. As always, please do let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let me know your thoughts with regards to Sam Lammers. What do you think is going to happen to him this summer? As stated, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and make sure you check out our summer collection. Link is down there in the description, or go to rfcclothing.com. Thank you. Take care.